coming for the check.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go! Got it? Mike, 57. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long fight.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think...
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
On the double. Hey, Delta. Hustle, hustle.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Check back.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Squeeze.
Check.
Yo, go.
They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Come on,
So
set.
quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Smooth. Hey.
50 seconds. Cut, cut, cut.
Shoot.
Now Marino to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. 50.
Go, go. Yo, faster. Hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
15 run. Bravo.
Hey, we got 3 out.
1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Tight is right.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Steelers 14, Broncos nothing.
Down. Hey, Echo. 60 outlaw.
50, Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, Mike.
2nd and 14. And that's complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
On the ball.
They'll set up a throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Marino. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
We got 4. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm not ready. 57 to Mike. Now. Touchdown defense.
From midfield now, Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Marino. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now, pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
94, X3. 218, chop.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Watch out.
80 weapon. Ready.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Go.
Hey,
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch QB drop. Under 10. Under 10.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
60 or hard.
Check nickel.
Hey, lock it. Check. Hey, rock it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
46 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down.
Ready. 18 Gators.
Strip that ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Marino will look to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Bravo.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Fourth down. Here's Marino. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Marshall, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
25, check 22.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on, set. 8, read. We own it. We own it.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Hey, Alpha.
Turn it up. Mike 20.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Marino. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check it out,
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it's Marino. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
Tighten up. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Get it.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there on third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
56 to Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Adams on the hook out. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Deion Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot.
They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go to Johnson again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, She wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game.